Yo, welcome to another episode of the BJJ GOONS podcast. I'm your host, Tim, the Mushmaster Spriggs, and with me as always is...
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Nico Ball. Good to be back as always.
Yes, and today we have a very special guest. He is the reigning IBJJF Pan Am's Ultra Heavyweight Champion, Max Gimenis. Welcome to the show, Max.
What's up, guys? Thank you one more time for the invitation. I'm really happy to be here. Before we start, I want to say I'm sorry about my English, okay? I hope everybody understand and we can get a good conversation here.
I mean, your English is way better than my Portuguese. Like, I gotta hand it to you. I gotta hand it to you. Like, really, you're doing an awesome job. Like, I gotta say, like, for me, I don't speak Portuguese. I know very little. So, like, I gotta hand it to you guys that come here and like have to learn English, because apparently English is really difficult to learn. From my
It's hard. It's hard. That's hard.
Yeah,
But
I'm an English teacher and it sucks.
we gotta try to do that. No, English is the universal language. No, where you go and guys speak English. You go to Europa, English over here is English. A lot of places you can survive any place if you speak English. And I really, if I came back on time, I really go to the school like for learning English, blah blah blah. But I try to figure out. Right now I'm an old guy for learn. No, like when you give the information for small kids learn fast, man. It's way different. I have one student. He's 6 years old. He's from Russia. He's like 2 months or 3 months here. His dad don't speak any words, and he speak everything already. And man,
Wow.
fresh mind, you know.
Wait, he's here 2 months from from Russia and is speaking English and doing jiu-jitsu? Like, that's
Yes.
That's awesome.
No, maybe 4 months, because like he come really on beginning, then quarantine. I don't know, March, something like that, and stop training right away. He come back to the gym. It's like speak everything. And, oh my God, Daniel, really learn fast, kid.
Wow, that's amazing. So, like, how long have you been living here in the U.S.?
I am.
Mhm.
I live 1 year in Ohio with my friends Gutenberg, Dante, Mauricio. And I'll be here in Maryland 1 year and a half already, I think so. Almost 2 years. Yeah, around 3 years. Around 3 years, 2 and a half, something like that.
Oh, wow. See, I thought you had been around I thought you were in Ohio for a lot longer. I don't know, because like I talk to like Dante all the time and I know Gutenberg was up there and I had done like highlights with you guys and I feel like that was just forever ago.
Yeah, like on the beginner come, spend 3 months here, back to Brazil, spend more 6 months. But when I moved to live, really, it's like I spent 1 year in Ohio. When I moved to really live there now. But I
Oh,
spend more time before move. Yeah,
that's what's
Wow.
up. That's what's up.
get a good time to learn a lot. The guys helped me grow. It's good. I really appreciate everything the guys did to me on that time.
Excellent. So, in the news recently, there's a big thing that the Danaher Death Squad decided to move to Puerto Rico, right, Nico?
Mhm.
And, what me and Nico were talking about for today's show was about how jiu-jitsu has a history of traveling. So, like, the Gracies came from Brazil, they went to California, and a lot of major teams from Brazil have relocated to the United States. How do you think that all these teams going from Brazil and all these competitors moving from Brazil to the United States will impact the level of jiu-jitsu in Brazil?
That a lot. We feel. I feel the United States schools and teams way fast. We have the support of the media media, like a flow grappling or others too, that help the athletics from here, like move to the next level fast. You saw like a couple brown belts, like purple belts. These guys get more medias when spending more time here in the United States. And I feel in Brazil, the jiu-jitsu level starts coming down a little bit. But on this time now, quarantine, a lot of guys back to Brazil, a lot of athletics back to Brazil, and that's like maybe come back fast. We have the Dream Art teams now too. The Dream Art, the guys did a great job. Have a lot of great athletics. I don't know, it's hard, but I feel in a couple of years the American guys start to take the Brazilian guys' spots on podiums.
All the Brazilians are here teaching. All the Brazilians are here. So, like, for an example, though, but before I ask this question, I kind of want to set Tim up. So who does he train with? Who did he train with in Brazil, Tim? You're talking about, like, we're not going to make fun of your pronunciation, but I'm definitely about to make fun of Tim's pronunciation. Let's go.
All right. So you have an excellent lineage. I was actually studying like your background. You have like very few links in the chain. Like me, I have at least like 6, like half a dozen links. But you trained under the legendary coach, a coach that doesn't get a lot of attention. I might butcher his name. My Portuguese is not great.
No, you better butcher his name. That's why I asked you. Stop thinking about it so you can get it better. Say it how you said it before, Tim.
Julio Cesar.
Julio Cesar, yeah.
I got it right. Yes.
No, your accent is in the wrong spot. See, that's the important thing when you're learning a language. So, like, there's an accent, like, so there's 2 syllables in the word, and you put the accent in the wrong spot. So, can you say it again for him?
The way I said it, like a gringo would say, it was Julio Cesar.
Caesar, yeah. It's all salad.
Like the salad, right?
So how do you actually say his name correctly in Portuguese?
Julio Cesar.
Cesar.
Julio Cesar.
You gotta put the accent on the E in the first syllable and not the A in the last syllable.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a legit language teacher. I'm a, like, people, especially in Brazil, because I have dreadlocks. I lived in Brazil for 3 years, and like 2.5 years in, there were people that thought like I was one of the Rastas that sold beads on like at the beach. And I was like, because of like stereotypes and just because of my look, I was like, no, I actually have degrees. Like, I'm not selling anything at the beach, guys. Like, I'm a language teacher. People always think like I'm never living in the US and think I have no job, but I do have a legitimate job, and it is teaching English as a second language.
English, yeah.
And I've taught Spanish.
You do that personal or like
I do
online?
a lot of one-on-ones. I'm supposed to be teaching like people Portuguese in a way, or just helping them learn Portuguese. And especially now with lockdown and everything, and nobody can do anything. Like, Kieran used to study Portuguese at the gym. Malachi was supposed to study. When I was in Brazil, I would trade jiu-jitsu lessons for English. So like, we
that's
would just
a big deal.
And it helped a lot. So like they would like kind of like with Rodrigo Achilles, he would like teach me the positions, but he would try to do it in English. So it would really suck sometimes because we'd be in uncomfortable positions and he'd be like trying to get like pronunciation right. And I was like, yo, could you just move to the next step? Like, I got
I need to breathe. I need to like move my body and stuff.
But it was
he
awesome.
moved to Qatar now, no? This guy,
yeah.
He says, yeah.
If he spoke some English, we had to get him on here, or Fabricio, who brings all the people to Qatar. But like, I don't know, it's never covered in mainstream media, but like, there's like the people in Qatar, or Qatar, however you actually pronounce it in English, or you're supposed to pronounce it in
Qatar.
I don't know, Qatar. Yeah, but there's a lot of Brazilians over there. They're low key like bringing mad Brazilians over there, and those Brazilians are like bringing.
Good job that your lessons help he get the job, you know. It's like a big deal.
He's killing it. But like, so that's one of my hustles in Brazil, was doing a lot of that translating. I'd also write a lot of articles. So like, I've only been to GF team one time, because the HQ is in Mayer, which is that's in the north side. So like, the north side's like your bad part of like any city, I guess, where you wouldn't really go, or you kind of need a car. Is it really bad?
Yeah, it's bad, but if you know, if you know the place, if you know like how to be safe, you okay. Or if you with somebody to know, no. Maybe if you go by yourself, a little dangerous. But normally, like on the cities, the north, like little danger and little uh bad than downtown or whatever. Like so too.
Yeah. So I remember when I went up there, I mapped it out. So it is close to like a metro or a bus stop. Like,
Like a
so it was
train.
yeah, you can get, and the train ain't normal though. So like just the act of getting on the train means you going out somewhere like where tourists shouldn't be. Like but people go out there. Like I used to, when I first went to Rio, there was a place called Connection Rio, which was a hostel for BJJ people. So people would come from all over the world just trying to show up at random BJJ academies in Brazil to train at like GF Team or Gracie Baja, Checkmat.
Great.
But GF Team was the hard one to get to. Like,
Yeah.
so I've only been there once.
The
But
location is not easy to found too, no. But when you got there, it's good. It's funny. It's great. Hard training. Good teachers too. I love the place. Miss a lot. Almost 3 years though. That's like pass fast, but at the same time, it's long time.
Very long time in jiu-jitsu years.
Yeah.
So is that where you're from in Brazil, Max? Like, where are you from in Brazil?
Man, like I travel a lot. My parents travel a lot, but I start training on one social project there in Brazil, and that's association with Universidade Gama Filho. That's a place before Julio created the GF team. You understand? And that's on Rio de Janeiro, where I born. But when I turned 14 years old, my parents moved to Espírito Santo, where probably you guys know Fernanda Mazelli.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah,
really
she's
good.
tough, 3 times world champion. And we moved from her city, in Guarapari. It's like a small city, but good jiu-jitsu there. Like Thiago Oliveira is the professor there. And I lived there for my parents still live there, but I lived there 3 years. And when I turned 17 years old, my friends from my age, start to like go to the college, move for other cities because the college on the city is not too good, and the guys move for another city like big around to study. And I look around and by myself only, or kids class, or like couple adults like really old, not really old, but masters, just do for fun. Nobody wanna push hard like competing. And I'm like on fight, 17 years old, like get on my mat. I need to fight world championship, blah blah blah. And I fight one tournament on Rio de Janeiro. I think it's first Rio Open 2009. 2009, that's the first Rio Open. And I traveled to Rio by myself, and I call my first professor. Hey, I want to train, blah, blah, blah. I will be here for 1 week. Want to visit you, blah, blah, blah. And he remembered me, we have contact. Like, we still have a lot of contact, but he remembered, say, come here, let's train. Let's go, be a pleasure. And I go his school training, and he put me in contact with Julio Cesar. And I go on GF team. This time GF team already on that place now, on Mayor. And I meet Julio, and I'm the only blue belt on the mat. It's like 40 brown belts, like, I don't know, 30 black belts on the mat, couple purples, but nobody on blue belt, just me. Like, oh my God.
Was this competition training or was this normal training? Because
like
they have that famed
training.
like 12 p.m. competition training.
Yeah,
that was what it was.
Noon time, 2 p.m. I don't know now, but before it's 2 p.m.
Yeah. Have you ever heard about that, Tim?
I haven't, but back in the day, there was a documentary about Rodolfo, and it looked like there was a training session where like all the big dogs were there. Like Julio was there, a lot of really top names, and it looked like you guys were wrecking, but I never really heard of it.
This is an infamous training session, like especially for the gringos that would come by, because it was like just mandatory. It's like called the Junger. It was killer, and like it's just known that you have to do 10 rolls or you like before you can leave.
Before you leave.
I just want to like preempt whatever you're about to say as a blue belt in that room. With like, this is a legendary training, like.
Yeah, and they get there and they don't really want to advantage in nobody. I don't make one advantage. I back at home and say, man, I'm shocked. I'm terrible. I'm not gonna win on the weekend. And they fight on the weekend and I win the tournament. And Julio Heffer, my fight, that's like a big my final fight. You know? And when Don he say, hey, congrats, blah blah blah. And you get a conversation. I trained there this week 2 times. I don't tell how hard is it. I don't tell him. But they say, I trained there 2 times, blah, blah, blah. My family on Espírito Santo right now, but they know Erma Santos. He's your student. I trained with him like a couple years when I'm a kid. I want to move to Rio. But they don't plan that. I just throw. I want to move to here. Like, and he say, yeah, you definitely can train here. I can support you, blah, blah, blah. I'm all right. And they keep that in my mind. I back to home and I say, my mom, I go move to Rio. I go live at the gym. I don't know. And I moved to Rio, but my grandmother is still living on Rio, you know. And I go live to her couple months. But that's a small place far away the gym, and live her, my uncle, and her daughter, a lot of guys for 1-bedroom apartment. And I live there a couple months. We fight a couple days because I'm back home really late and the kid wake up. It's not good times. And
wait, so how old were you at this point?
17.
So at 17 you got up, you like, and like, because I want to highlight this, because living in Brazil, I understand that this is a cultural thing that many Brazilians do and would like think is okay. But as an American, like, you at 17 left your house. We're like, I'm going to move to a different city because I want to do jujitsu.
Yes. That's the goal.
Because so like this, I was going to say, this is where I was going, like, because when we were talking about like Gordon Ryan and like Flow Grappling highlighting that he's moving to Puerto Rico, I was like, all Brazilians do is relocate to fight.
Yeah.
Like, what you talking about? Let's talk about a 17-year-old that left home to go fight.
And I don't think the living situation was as plush as it is in Puerto Rico.
No.
Right?
So then we get to the Daisy Fresh,
because
we get to the Daisy Fresh. The original Daisy Fresh was the GF team headquarters. Because did you go live there? Right?
Like, the guys did the same thing a lot of guys doing in Brazil right now, and nobody know. But whatever. I moved to Rio, but I forgot. I missed something. My mama said, you need to go for the college. You just can move if you go to the college. And I called Julio and said, man, I'm sorry, but my mama did let me know I just can go if I go for the college, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for the opportunity. And he say, do you can fight the judo? I don't know, maybe. It's like, all right, if you can fight judo, I get you on the college, but you gotta fight for the college judo 2 or 3 times a year. Like, man, that's a big deal. I wanna do that. And I go to the Rio to study and train. But past couple years, I just fight 1 time on judo. And on this time, we can do double leg and single leg.
Old school rules.
Yeah, like old school rules. I like it. I think on the first one I take down the guy, and the second one I get on the Kimura. But that's the thing. I moved to Rio, 70 years old. Live with my grandmother a couple months. After that, I moved to the gym. Live in the gym with on this time Jaime Canuto. Probably you guys know that.
Yes.
Jaime Canuto, Jake, and yeah, Jaime Canuto, Jake, and Bruno Granola. These guys, he from Brazil, is not famous, but he's a tough guy too. And the guys live there already, and I moved to there, live 1 year on the gym with these guys, and we meet Gutenberg there too. Like, really, when I move out, he moved in. Like, maybe we live together 2 or 3 months in Brazil. And after that, Mauricio and a lot of guys passed from this room on Mayor, you know.
What was it like living at the gym?
I do jiu-jitsu every time, all day.
Mm.
But it's hard, no, hard to take a rest. That's the hard part, to take a rest. Because it's uncomfortable, no? You sleep on the mat. Some days too cold, some days too hot. You never know. But it's fun. We share a lot of drinks. We share everything. I can't remember how many times I fight with another guy, Guy, do you understand? Or use somebody's shirts on this time. But we get you get a really close than your friends when you live at the gym. That's
Yo, how did you guys wash your geese?
on this time, I bring to my wife house on weekends. On this time, we start to meet each other, like hang out some days, and say, "Can I wash my geese here on the weekend?"
Yo, you were blessed. You were blessed, man. The only The only legitimate BJJ sponsor I had was in Rio. I had a laundry sponsor because I lived in the favela. I eventually moved into a place. At first, I lived with like Terere's secretary, but I had a problem in that house and I had to like get up out there real quick. No, I actually ended up living in like a drug dealer's house. Some random, like, I had to go to the Boca every month to pay my rent. It was weird, but I needed a place to live. It was right above the gym, whatever. Had no washing machine. And if you've ever tried to hand wash a gi, man, like, it's hard to do.
It's hard.
And if you think you successfully did it, but you didn't wash all the soap out of the gi, it smells horrible.
Yeah.
Like,
and on this time I just have like 1 or 2 geese.
Yeah. So like that laundry sponsor was the best thing I ever had in my life. Like I would change that up for like paying for all of my competitions, any travel, that once a week laundry. Like I would just bring I would carry around a bag down from the favela, and then the next day pick it up. It was all folded and nice and fresh. Because if not, like you'd be hanging like geese outside of like behind your refrigerator to try to dry them off.
But you know that on this time I just wash the geese 1 time a week. 2 geese, 1 Monday, 1 Tuesday, blah blah blah. 2 classes a day, 1 time wash. It's dirty geese.
I started training jiu-jitsu in Brazil, so when I came back to America and I had to wash it in a dryer like normal, I had to ask. I was like, yo, you're supposed to wash your gi after every class, right? Like you're not allowed to like dry it out and reuse it, because you would definitely do that. You would use it like 2 or 3 times. Like, yeah.
But right now I teach 1 class, don't sweat, but wash my gi the night. That's like
people take it for granted here. Like ever since I started, it was just a prerequisite that you would wash your gi, your no-gi stuff, your underwear every training session. Every training session. But then when you go on trips, like sometimes when you're traveling, you'd see at Worlds, for example, like that one hotel. What's that hotel, Nico? Everyone goes to, like the Residence Inn or some Marriott, whatever. Like you just see gis just hung up on people, just hung out everywhere. That's how you know, oh, this is the jiu-jitsu hotel. So you're like grinding it out there, right? Like you're living at the gym. Can you talk a little bit about this jungle session so people can understand? Like a lot of our listeners, they're like, some of them are hobbyists, but like you went to a world-class gym. Like GF team is very overlooked as far as great teams, but like, I'm pretty sure when you were training there, you trained with a lot of tough guys. Can you talk about a typical training session, what it was like training under Professor Julio Cesar, who's a Hall of Fame coach, and some of the guys that you train with? Did you train with Rodolfo? I mean, I'm thinking that's prime Rodolfo.
A lot. I got his prime time. I'm a blue belt or purple belt, like in 2011. I'm a blue belt, and he win a double gold on Worlds, and they trained at the Jeff team. That's like great moments, I really love that place. Jeff team, Julio Cesar, the guys make me like the guy I know I be today. And the training sessions we do, the guys Julio share the training 2 times. 10 a.m. we do just drills, 1 hour drill every Like every day is a different drill. We did it, and we rest there after like 1 and a half. Stop, eat something, come back 2 on the mat for training, and that's just a sparring class. We just roll, 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 roll. We gotta do minimum 10 rolls, no,
10
before
10-minute
you leave.
rounds? How long are the rounds?
It's depend the day, but
Okay.
some days he did like 5 minutes, some days 68, but normal 60, no 60 minutes. And we take that time just to go hard, hard you can, like a competition. I tell this before, man. Training here is way harder than fight. When I go fight, it's not easy, but do 2 fights on the 4 fights on the one tournament is way easier than do 10 rows at Jeff Chin. On this time, Rodolfo lived there and on his best time. Ricardo Evangelista, Igor Silva, Gutenberg like a kid. I am a kid. It's like on this match. Patrick, Gaudio, Honorio, like
Oh
a
my
lot of
God.
big names. Yeah, and a couple guys you guys know, and they're really tough. Like we have like bunch of black belts, man. Jeff Team have a lot of black belts, and just work normally on the day or on the night and be on this training and teach on his schools. Couple masters, guys like tough. You guys know the Nilson Pimenta is a beast, and this time he trained a lot in that place. Man, it's a lot of guys, a lot of black belts. And I think it's still the same thing, but right now refresh, no new guys, like new black belts, but still the same specific training. On the morning drills, that's a Gutenberg class now, here in Brazil, and he take care about the techniques, and he run the class 10 a.m. And for sure he jumped the level a lot for the guys because
That's what I've been wondering about Gutenberg and where he was. And also, like, is Julio still there?
Julio still there, yeah. He
Okay.
moved like 2 years ago. He moved to California
Okay.
to try bring the KG, like to here and try do the GF thing like in Brazil, here United States. But he's way hard. To the guys, it's not hard, but hard to bring a lot of guys like he did.
You saying like he's hard, like we're Nutella, or like it was literally he couldn't bring guys here? Or are you just
no,
saying
it's
we're soft?
hard to bring the guys. Like hard to on he live on. He bring the guys to one house in California, like to pay rental, food, everything for these guys is hard. It's expensive, And in Brazil, the guys can survive by himself, do extra work on tournament, fight a local tournament on the weekend and get some cash, and survive for a couple weeks. That's the difference. And you close down your family. If you need something, call your daddy or try do a rifa. A lot of guys do rifa in Brazil, no? Rifa, you have I don't know, you will in a tournament on the weekend and you get one new gi on this tournament, like open class, get a gi. You get the 100 numbers, sell 10 bucks for each personal and pick the name, right? He's the champion, get the gi for 10 bucks, but you make like 1,000, and you can hold the money for a couple weeks, pay for your food, tickets, or whatever.
Yep, it's you either like Hifa or you sell sandwiches or snacks. If you know how to make it that are like veggie.
Yeah.
So that's how you got by. You would just like work at the tournament, do little side hustles like that when you were living.
When I live in Brazil, I fight almost every weekend. Like almost every weekend. Any tournament have a cash prize, I'll be there. That's I think make my jiu-jitsu grow too, because I don't practice my attacks on Mayer on this time. I just practice my defense. Like 17 years old, around that beast. Julio split the class too, under 180 pounds and over 180 pounds. And I'm like, always I'm over 180 pounds. I don't remember where I'd be under the 180. But this year, Igor Silva, Ricardo Evangelista, Rodolfo, man. And I have no event, man. That's true. A lot of times I back home and I think, man, I did 10 rows and they don't did one advantage on nobody. God damn it.
You were the restaurant. Yeah, but to you it was like a world's final.
Yeah, we're gonna take this clip, Tim, because everybody at TLI complains with training with Muhammad.
I complain about it.
I know, but you only have Muhammad. Imagine if there was like 5 or 10 of them in the room.
5 or 10, man.
Like I would quit the team. Like then I'm sitting there trying to roll like with some like Roya next to y'all, like or 3 of y'all. Nah. If y'all follow on us, I'm dead.
How big is the mat area though? Because I'm thinking
on this time is small. On this time is small, man.
Yo, and if you screw up, you're going out into the traffic. It like opens up like right out onto the street and the sidewalk. So you hit that blast double, Poppy. You go. You better watch it.
And like you guys know too. Vitor Silvério here on Gracie Barra now.
Yes, he's a beast. Super aggressive.
Beast, man. Super aggressive, and like. Julio Cesar always he makes some challenge on the mat, you know. He put everybody outside and say, example, Max and Vitor Silvério. And one day he did that, you know, like he picked me, go Max on the center, everybody out, go Vitor Silvério with Max. And then boom, I swipe him, you know, and he fight and sit up on a double leg. But I'm on a back to the street. He did a double leg on me on the street. Like the car like passing, he double like on the street. I'm like, are you fucking crazy? Stop it. Because the match is over, street. Like the cars passing the front of the gym.
You know, we're lucky, Nico, because at TLI headquarters we have like we're on the 3rd floor and there's mats on the wall, but like there's windows. So you know hockey, right? How they have like the boards, like the plexiglass. So we'll like do double legs and like we'll hit the plexiglass and Maceloid will freak out like shorty, you're gonna put a crack in the window. But like you guys are going in the street. That's
on the street.
That's hardcore. That explains why Rodolfo was just so like, man, I keep telling people as far as sports or jiu-jitsu, 2011 Rodolfo was just like unstoppable. I can't imagine being a 17-year-old kid trying to roll with him. Like Finette can't. Yes, like you're going in the street.
Like I said that, like that's like being facetious. I didn't mean to like, oh yeah. But then I also know how Brazilians roll, and I know they don't stop for anything. Just like TNI, we be in the bleachers.
No para.
That's it. Yeah, look, he's Portuguese.
So Max, like you grow up in, you know, historically speaking, one of the best eras of any team. Like you, even now, like the guys you came up with are world class. They're winning world titles. I mean, you just won Pans. You're one of the best ultra heavyweights, one of the best guys in the world. How did you go from coming up in that environment to coming all the way to the United States?
Man, sorry, let me understand the question. Sorry. How I moved to here?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Like I have a best partners trainer ever in the Rio. That's can't complain about that. But I start to grow on my ages, and if I need money, I need to make money. I really think about that. Like, man, I was if I win the tournaments, I go there. Like this click coming when I win my brown belt awards 2016. And Gutenberg here already on this time, you know, and I have like a poor car in Brazil. Like I have an old car all the time, a mechanic here, make like a short money, and I teach already in Brazil on this time. And Gutenberg here get like a nice car, new phone, you know, nice clothes, and man, that's like really I win the awards. Don't make any money. No, I don't make any money, but like on this time I get a sponsorship, and I think it make 2,000 reais, whatever. It's not much. So that's like that's the real life. I need to move to here. But on the next year, I hurt my knee, and they like 2017. I don't fight much. I think I fight 1 or 2 tournaments, and start get like tired about that. And they talk to Gutenberg. Hey man, do you think you have an opportunity there? Blah blah blah. And I say, man, I don't know, but come here to help me train to 2 tournaments in 2018. It's a Grand Slam and San Antonio, San whatever in California, pro. And I come to here. He buy my tickets, come to here, help him train. He win the both tournaments. I close out with Igor Silva on Grand Slam, and then I start to see the opportunity, And that's maybe if I be here, I can open school or I can teach for somebody, blah blah blah. And I back to Brazil. When I come back again in 2019, end in 2018. End in 2018, I back to Ohio, and I have on my mind, I'm not back to Brazil anymore. That's like, I gotta try here. And I started teaching his school there. He have a partnership with a guy. But after win awards in 2009, after I get 3 places in awards in 2019, I get the invitation to move to here to Maryland to run a school grounds control Columbia. I was too close than you guys, and I accept to say, that's a good opportunity to go there, try running my honor place, blah blah blah, and opportunities, man. That's the thing. Make money. It's hard to make money in Brazil with jiu-jitsu, And when I saw the opportunity here, I say, I definitely need to try. I hope.
So you have a actual work visa?
I have athletic visa. I'm on progress to get the green card now. Yeah.
So you can get paid with an athletic visa, or are we gonna have to like censor that out? Anything like?
Yeah, I get paid to fight. Paid to fight.
All right.
Yeah.
How hard is it? I know, like, I remember Muhammad's process of trying to get his green. Oh no.
No, it's super hard. I was just.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was born here, so I don't know. I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble.
No, that's we can talk about anything, man. That's like, for me, by myself. You can talk for anything. Right now. I'm on athletic visa. I can get paid to fight, not get paid to teach. You understand? Because there I don't have my place already. I still teach, like, help with on ground control, but I'm not the head instructor there. You understand? I just support and get paid to fight. And on progress, that's the next step. When I get my green card, I'm in the process now. And when I get the green card, I can open my own school or whatever. You understand?
But still, to get an athlete visa, that's still hard in itself. Did you need to have like your gym? Did people write you letters? Somebody sponsored you?
Yeah, you need somebody sign for everything you do. Like, really, somebody responsible for you. Do you understand? Like, you need a sponsor to sign your visa. You apply, and maybe you can get, maybe not. Like, you can get not negative too. But we need a sponsor. That's the hard part to get it. It's not just a sponsor like a gi sponsor. Do you understand? It's like a sponsor by your visa.
Yes.
And then even like what
the guys sign for the things you do. Maybe if you whatever, you buy a car and don't pay, this guy pay for you. Because that is hard to find a sponsor to sign your visa. Do you understand?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. How did leaving GF Team? So you were in Ohio with Gutenberg for a little bit, right? How did moving from GF Team Ohio to come compete in the DMV in this area impact your competition prep? Because I mean, you're doing an awesome job. You're a Pan-American champion in the gi, which is a huge accomplishment. How did that affect your competition prep?
Yeah, that's affect a lot on my training and my mindset. I think so. because when you have a good partners to train, you believe on the guys, you know, you believe like, man, my training is hard. I do whatever I have to do to win. But when you train with the guys lower belt than you, light than you, that's but your mindset is different. You understand? You need to get a hard hit to say, all right, I still do whatever I can do to win. I still do hard. It's still the same person. I just go there and go do my work. But it's not easy like that. You understand? All right, Gutenberg's a beast guy. It's a hard trainer ever. Mauricio Dante. I go for the tournament. I'm really confident. I'm all right. I do hard time on the mat, on the gym. I go do hit too. It's easy. When you do with some purple belts only, it's not. I don't want to put the guys down, purple belt down, but it's true. No, I'm like a 250 pounds guy. Black belt is that I fight with the tough guys ever in the world from my division. And if you train just with some purple belt or blue belt, your mindset get is different. You just gotta change a little bit.
I think that's very valid, because we have belts and weight classes in jiu-jitsu for a reason. So you clearly took yourself out of a situation where you're with like teachers and fellow black belts and competitors, and like put yourself in a situation where I guess my question, or what I would consider it to be, was like you made the choice to like sacrifice a competition environment for financial stability and a career and to be a teacher.
That I really did that. No, and when I get married, I start thinking about my finance too. Like,
You better be thinking about them before.
couple bills come. It's true. It's not, and you need to take care about the other personal too. You know, it's like I sacrifice the training for stability, but I still do okay. I hope I can still for a couple of years.
What are your future goals now? I mean, you're at the pinnacle, like you're one of the best in the world. Do you have any more competitive goals? Do you have teaching goals? Do you want to have your own academy, your own affiliation?
And my big goals is always like, as soon as I start training jiu-jitsu, get a world champion black belt, be a world champion black belt, you know. I did it close last year in 2019, lost on semifinal. And my big goal is that for jiu-jitsu, be a world champion black belt. But behind that, I want to open my school when my papers okay here, everything done. I want to open my own school. I don't know if probably is around. They like the other here. I like them Viera. I get a lot of good friends here, and behind that too, I want to fight MMA. You know, I want to do this transition. I think it's close because I'm 27 years old now. If I wait too much, maybe I lost the time. You know, I think it's under 30 is okay to start on MMA. Maybe if like 32, 33, start getting like you go have like a short time to make that good, you know. And probably next year start training already. My strike, I train more wrestling now, little bit. 2 times a week I do private some Muay Thai, and that's like just to learn for now. But maybe next year, like around, I don't know, afterwards, if everything running okay, August, September, I'll try to my debut on MMA.
That's what's up. Who you training with? Who you training stand up with? That's the T. As we say in America, that's the T. That's the news. Like, yeah, the fuck out. Who you training with?
Like I train on ground control place, you know, like where the guys have 3 schools, and on the Windsor Mill get like more hard on MMA. We have couple good guys there, but the guys light. They me really light.
That's
but
what I was gonna say. Like, You guys are like you, Tim, Muhammad, y'all huge. Like I know Master Lloyd.
Time out. There's levels, okay? Like I'm about like 210 pounds.
I'm
Muhammad and
I'm
Max are like 200.
118
But
pounds.
Muhammad and Max are like super, like they probably have to cut. If they lift too much weights, they're gonna have to cut to go to heavyweight. This is like levels.
You guys all tower over
But
me. You guys all
is heavy.
tower
She's
over
heavy,
me.
but is heavy. We won't have okay, like 205 with 210. That's okay.
Yes.
Like yeah, we get like super heavy, like
No.
if sometimes I'd be around 260. That's
Yeah,
like
because for
that's a
people that
heavy.
aren't hip, like Max moved from Ohio to the DMV, like he trains right around me and Tim, and it's like, so it's like, yeah, we know all the big people, all the small people. Like I could tell you all the people in this area that are my size that are like competitors and good to train with. So I'm trying to think like, who are you practicing MMA with that's your size?
Like it's different when you punching and kicking, like a
Yeah, it's
260
different.
punch. I'm not getting punched by you. Like what? I'll be in the hospital. It's different from getting squished. I can get squished all day, but if he hits me, like I gotta sit in a dark room, no phone, no TV, no lights, the blinds are closed. Like it's different.
I hope I'll be strong like that. You know, like, I hope so. But yeah, like this guy right now I'm a really on beginner, I do a lot of shadow boxing, like focus, to get hit.
Focus mitts,
yeah, I think I just sparred 2 or 3 times, and like big gloves, it's not maybe 70%. Oh, my first spar I did it really hard because I just know 2 things. I just know cross, hook, kick, cross, hook, kick, cross, hook, kick. I'm all right. I'll go there all day, 100%. And then the guy say, "Yeah, man, if you keep this intensity, you can fight 3 minutes. You need to slow down, think, move your head, blah blah blah." But it is like that's the goals for next year. Maybe afterwards, do my debut to MMA. Win or no win, I will do this transition because it's time, like everything's time. If I miss that time, maybe I don't do this. Maybe I don't make it happen. These goals, you understand, to transition. And I think for jiu-jitsu is still young, around 30, 33. Do you understand? For MMA, I don't know. I need to see now. Like you saw, like André Galvão, he fight MMA and come back for jiu-jitsu and still do great. Romulo Barral don't do this thing change, but he still do great over 30, and other fighters on jiu-jitsu. But the MMA, we don't saw the guys like really old.
Yeah. Seems like you got a really great plan. I mean, you have all the potential in the world to do it. I mean, a legitimate jiu-jitsu guy your size, who knows, you could be the next Verdum, maybe even better.
That's a dream, man. You're like, if they can do that, that's gonna be a dream. Like a really, I'm a fan from Verdun. He make it, man. He's a beast. He win World Zone Gear, ADCC, and UFC champ. That's like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. He's an inspiration.
Nico?
That's all I had for
Well, Max, thank you very much for coming on the show. It was an honor. It's so great to have world-class guys with legitimate credentials to come onto the show. Once again, congratulations on all your recent success. Ultra heavyweight Pan American champion, man. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment. Is there anything you want to shout out? You have any instructionals coming out? You want to highlight your gym? Anything? Now's the time.
Guys, first thing, thanks again. I'm sorry about my English. I still try to get better. Still study. I hope next time I can speak better and get more connections. When you guys are around here in the DMV area, hit me up. Like show up on ground control. I'll be there like all day. Whatever. That's it. We need to get some sessions together, team. Oh,
I got a whole gym at the house, man. You guys can come in. I'm trying to get a little training camp here started. Have you and Muhammad come beat me up. No striking though, because I'm not taking no ultra heavyweight punches to my face just
You
yet.
don't want that smoke.
This is the money maker. I'm in the media. You can't beat up the media guys. You can't mess my face up just yet. But yeah,
we like before Panams, I did a couple sessions with Muhammad. Like Tuesday and Thursdays, maybe 4 times or 5 times. Helped me a lot to be ready. And thanks to God that he don't show up in Brazil. I think I fight with Muhammad like I don't know how many times, but as soon as we purple belt, we fight a lot. Yeah. But and that it's hard to get the channel. Every time I saw him on the other side, I want to kill him on tournament. And when we go train, I say, "Oh, all right, we go hard, but I don't want to kill him here anymore." And pretty sure he figured the same thing. All right, now it's train.
Yes.
Train the sessions. Good guys, thanks so much. Thank you, Nico. Thank you, team. That's a pleasure to be here. All right. That's it.
Nico, where can everybody find you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say exactly that. I was like, make sure to follow me I can't talk no more. All right. On Instagram at No New Nico. I also got Favela Jiu-Jitsu. I actually had a reporter one time, somebody else that worked for me, interview Max. So I have articles on him already up on there. We will be having new merch in stock soon. I will be making the order next week, I promise, with new hoodies.
Just one more thing. I can talk about my new project from Geese. I'm the owner of new brand. It's Brave Kimonos. If you guys wanna get a nice and fancy gear, go on the Instagram or our website brave.com.
He really over up in there, Maryland, making that money moves.
That's how we gotta do it. Man. I respect it. I'm about to follow you right now. You all got an Instagram?
Yes,
Brave KMN.
Yes.
Oh, I'm following you right now. Oh, already 1,000 followers. Well, you got 1,637 now.
No, I think I already know this. I think I already know this company because they sponsor one of my friends, I think.
Thank you.
Well, listen.
We try.
Hey, listen, we gotta hustle. We're jiu-jitsu guys. We gotta hustle. You know how it is. Speaking of the hustle, I have a new sponsor, a new company that I work with. They're called Athletic Wellness. You can catch them at athleticwellnessllc.com or Athletic Wellness on Instagram. Right now, they specialize in finger tape. I mean, I've broken every single finger. I mean, look at my middle finger right here. I've broken all my fingers. If you're doing the gi, you need to wear finger tape if you want to survive this long. So get you some finger tape from Athletic Wellness LLC.com. It's the best finger tape that I've ever had. They also have massage guns because, I'm a single guy. I don't have a girlfriend or nothing. So no one's massaging me. So I need to buy one of those massage guns. And they're the best massage guns you can get. And they won't break your piggy bank because we are grapplers and we're not making millions of dollars nowadays. So make sure you go to athleticwellnessllc.com to get your finger tape and your massage guns. And as always, you can catch me at Tim Spriggs BJJ.com or Tim Spriggs BJJ on Instagram and Facebook. Me and Nico are going to start our own Patreon. I might start my own OnlyFans. I'm going to see how many people are interested. I'm probably going to have a lot, but don't have the OnlyFans yet. We don't have the Patreon, but you can catch me at Instagram at Tim Spriggs BJJ or on Facebook. This has been the BJJ Goons podcast. Thanks again, Max, for coming on. Peace.